attention to this little girl. After the photo, she whispers something to Khamzat Chimaev, and at first what seemed like a happy moment takes a turn for the worst.
So in this video, I wanted to react to the video The Girl Who Broke Khamzat Chimaev. Now, I saw this video pop up on my YouTube feed about a month ago, and I was noticing that it was getting so many views, and it's about a little girl who approached Khamzat Chimaev on the stage. He's definitely such a humble individual that really values, you know, his background, where he's come from. He visits so many different towns and cities, especially here in the UK as well, where he knows he's got a lot of fans and support, and just, you know, comes out and connects with real people. So I think that's just such an admirable thing about Khamzat Chimaev. And then at the same time, he's so ruthless in the UFC, which is incredible.
Comes from a tough place. You're going to create tough men.
Chechnya.
So Chechnya is definitely full of incredibly strong individuals.
To the top, or self-destruct along the way.
Every now and again, an athlete comes along who captivates the attention of the entire sport.
You're not about that life, kid. You're not about it, kid.
This guy is not just training to be a champion. This guy is training to be the greatest of all time.
So we're on the next part of the video now. So he's talking more about his mom.
Khamzat's mother.
She thinks always about us when I was young. You don't understand why she gives his food to us. You know, like she was waiting for us, like we finished the food and this is thing against.
The first Chechen War started in 1994, a few months after Khamzat was born. The second took place in 1999. So
Wow, so that's a really, you know, quite an important point there. So his childhood was literally around the war, so he must have seen so much as a child that's definitely molded him into the individual that he is today.
And although the war eventually,
as he says here, the things that he saw as he was growing up were just really wrong.
No control and something like that.
but although he struggles with controlling his emotions, someone else makes sure he stays on the right path.
He doesn't want my big brother.
So I've heard Khamzat talk about his brother quite a few times, and I think he plays a really crucial role in Khamzat's life, his training. He also mentioned him recently, you know, helping him make the decision to not fight at UFC 300 due to Ramadan.
And they wanted me to fight 300, but I said it's too short time for 77 kilos. So my brother said to me, like, not in Ramadan. So after Ramadan we take some time.
Bad for my mother. She don't speak Swedish.
So definitely Khamzat's mom is a really big inspiration and motivational person, someone who definitely motivated Khamzat a lot to do better in his life. And he just wanted to provide a better lifestyle for his mom. So he remembers watching earlier Conor McGregor fights. And wow, I really love that mentality. If you can see somebody else do the things that you want to do, why can't you do it? At the end of the day, everybody is human and we're all capable of doing the same things.
And not pursue fighting.
Again, yeah, as we said, his mom was his biggest supporter and motivator.
How did that first year of training go?
That was in the gym.
So I remember actually watching the Nelk Boys podcast interview with Khamzat, where he actually talks about sleeping and even living in the gym.
You say you were sleeping in the gym. Were you actually like sleeping there every night? Like you didn't? Did you have nowhere to live? You slept there?
No, I slept there 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you just have like like a bed and like a room and stuff?
I think I have the video I can show for you.
Yeah, it's just
It's wrestling. That 2018. Was so hungry
and
to
he
be
just
somebody.
really was so passionate about the sport, dedicated his life to this particular
You were the
craft.
only one living in the entire gym.
Yeah.
Did it get lonely?
Sometimes I was alone here like 4 or 5 months sitting in this.
That's so true. Sometimes when you're just living in a small
Making
confined
minds and
space, you can just go absolutely crazy when you don't see anybody.
Punch bag and like middle of the night. It's hard to control yourself.
The first time I saw that.
Naturally an aggressive person who's sacrificed a lot, does not feel any pain, will not moan. He's definitely the kind of person who I think, like, if he broke his hand, he broke his arm, broke a leg, he would literally just like get up and he wouldn't even cry or moan even a bit. He would just get on with it. He's that mentally and physically tough. Wow, this video has made me respect Khamzat Chimaev much more, even though I'm an absolute freak of nature, what Dana White said. Wow, what an incredible quote from UFC President Dana White, that he's never seen anyone like Khamzat before.
Now listen, this kid wants to fight every weekend, and he's not joking.
So Khamzat, even it says it, Khamzat wants to fight every weekend if he could, and there's always so much in the comments on like MMA media, like from the fans who are always like, Khamzat just avoids fights, Khamzat doesn't want to get in a cage, Khamzat's always rejecting fights, he's not active enough. Well, in every interview you watch, he's constantly, you know, expressing a desire to fight. He's not moaning about injuries. He wants to fight. He calls out people all the time, but still he'll get accused of being the person who doesn't want to fight. So that's definitely something that everyone loves about Khamzat. He's always talking to the people who are sitting next to the octagon during his fights, which is just so iconic.
Darren Till.
Oh, I absolutely love Khamzat's friendship with Darren Till. It's hilarious. They're like the best iconic duo that we didn't all know that we needed.
Till decides to go train with Khamzat.
He said some nice words when I got beat last fight. He was like, Till, come and train with me, but I just said, you know what, I'm going. He comes down here in Sweden, Stockholm.
Also, Darren actually came to Stockholm and trained with Khamzat.
Like best friends, always hang each other, training together. He's not my friend, he's my brother. He grew up in England, grew up in Czechia, but we didn't know what brothers then.
I just absolutely love their friendship. They're like calling each other brothers, which is just so nice. Two people from two completely different parts of the world, growing up in complete different circumstances and just getting along. They call each other the Smash Bros. The Smash Bros for life.
You and Darren Till, you walk, you put your arm on his shoulder like this.
Yeah, it's my brother,
Brother, you like Killer. You gotta be Killer. You cannot have best friend like this.
Khamzat's driving like an absolute maniac, and I mean a maniac, on the wrong side of the road. Oh my purposely. I'm like, guys, you're going to get arrested.
Gilbert Burns is a good fighter. I've got a lot of respect for him, but I do think Khamzat is going to dominantly win.
Khamzat always has the best iconic one-liners as well.
Second round,
in his press
welterweight.
conferences.
What's your comment on being the underdog?
It don't matter, you know, matters what...
Of course, he's underdog. King is here.
Where he said, oh, he's mad. He hit the table.
His mindset was he's gonna go in there.
I absolutely love that Khamzat Chimaev entrance for UFC 273 when he decided just to run the whole way and everybody's just chasing after him. You didn't want to do a slow walkout at all.
After getting hit only twice in his first 4 UFC fights, Khamzat absorbs 119 significant strikes against Burns.
Khamzat Chimaev absorbed 119 significant strikes in his fight against Gilbert Burns. That is incredible. That just again reinforces how incredibly tough he is. This fight was absolutely insane. Oh, and Darren Till was cornering him for this fight. Wow. You can't deny Khamzat will always be an icon.
Congratulations. It was a hell of a fight.
You know, all of his wins, he definitely deserves them.
Was declared the victor.
You know, a lot of people gave that fight to Gilbert Burns. He could have lost that thing.
So Chimaev is definitely overrated. Everybody thought this guy would.
You know, and he always shows the best sportsmanship at the end of his fights. He's always real graceful. You know, he acknowledges fans. He'll interview straight away. Like, again, yeah, he will literally interview straight away. He'll be willing to talk. And Darren Till supporting him, which is just so good. See, again, going to check on Gilbert Burns, you know, talk about the fight. Even everyone backstage is like, wow. And then again, he talks about his motivation, his family. At the end of the day, they're doing this crazy sport for the sake of their family, for the sake of them having a better life. You know, he's incredibly graceful. He has really good sportsmanship. And he definitely got a lot of UFC fighters reacting to him, calling him out, discrediting him, and not, you know, believing the talent.
Our toughness, a lot of people talking about I am from the ghetto, I am from this and that. It's not the same thing. He was in the school, he had a good life, he had the bread.
Yeah, so definitely a lot of UFC fighters do have really incredible backstories. They grew up in really severe conditions, had tough childhoods, but Khamzat saying that it's nothing compared to what he's had to grow up, you know, actually being in a war-torn area.
Say something now, you bitch. You're not about that life, kid. You're not about it, kid.
Khamzat Chimaev swearing is just always going to be hilarious, even if he doesn't mean to be funny. He has that thing like Habib where he's like unintentionally hilarious.
Come on, come here.